Hey, it's Phil Bruce here, and in today's video, I want to talk about the fact that quitting isn't always a bad thing. It can be a good thing. So, if you're doing a job that you hate, or you're hanging out with people that you feel negative about, or they feel negative about you, or you don't enjoy being in their presence, or if you are doing hobbies that don't really thrill you, excite you, or if you've got no hobbies at all, those kind of things, or if you're into it, you've got an investment that basically you don't think follows your passions, loads of different elements, or you're following a diet or a nutrition program that doesn't work well with you, in a training program, the same thing doesn't work well with you. You can actually just quit it. You can actually stop it. You can actually try and do something else. Why do we see quitting as a bad thing? Well, you hear the word quit, or saying, I quit, I stopped doing that. A lot of it's down to the ego. So a lot of it's down to us thinking, well, if I quit, I'm going to look bad in the eyes and perspectives of others. I'm going to feel like I've not achieved something. I feel like my confidence levels are going to be knocked. I feel like I'm not as self-assured. I feel like I've been a failure in those kind of things, and they're the kind of negative stigmas that are seen around quitting, and what we tend to do, and I've done it so many times as well over the years, is you think, I've got to stick at it, I've got to prove that I can do it, I've got to prove that it'll change, I've got to prove that I've got that durability, the ability to stick at something even if I don't like it and I don't enjoy it and it's not rewarding me. But so I want to make this kind of video just to put in perspective that quitting can be a good thing as well, and it can actually open doors, and it can open avenues and pathways for better things in the future if you put the work in and take the action. So you've got a thing to think about, as we only have 24 hours in a day. We've only got a certain amount of time. That's after, as I say, work, family, all those kind of things as well. So we've got to think, well, what are we doing in our 24 hours? Is it sapping energy from us? Is it making us feel better? Is it making us feel happier, feeling like we've achieved more? Is there some personal growth to it? Am I feeling down? Am I feeling like I'm wasting my time? All those kind of things we've got to try and judge with each day, what's going on through the activities that we do and also don't do. It can be a good thing because, like, as I say, if you've got time, say you're doing, I don't know, 8 hours of your day doing work that you hate and that isn't rewarding for you, that's 8 hours of your day gone. That's a third of your entire day gone, just like that. And just think how that's going to go over a lifespan as well, the time that you are putting into something that you hate. And it's not just the case, what I'm not saying here is just to quit like that and you've got no plan B, you've got no options, you've got no choices. It's having a look in that time that you've got to think, well, what could suit me better? What could work better for me? What could help me more? What could I enjoy more? Putting in that research, putting in that time, putting in that effort. You can maybe do something voluntary just to see how it feels and how it works for you. And if that works for you, it gives you a gauge of what you're doing. It's just think though, if you managed to get to that point where you were brave, you were strong, you felt like you wanted to quit the work and you did something else that you enjoyed more, even if it wasn't the same amount of money, it might be less money to begin with, just think how you're going to feel about it. Because if you feel like you want to do that job or that bit of work or your career for those number of hours a day, you'll wake up feeling better. You'll be doing that work feeling better. You'll be coming home in a better mood, being around the people that you love and care about, and you'll be in a better mood than if you're hating what you're doing and you feel down, and you feel anxious and you feel stressed and low and all those things. So it can actually be good to take that plunge and just quit and just go in to do something else and get yourself ready to do something else. And something that is important to remember or to focus on is the opinions of others don't really matter if you're looking in the grand scheme of things. Because you've got to remember, It's your life. You've got one life, and they're not living it for you. They're living their own. And again, putting a blunt, honest kind of pathway and point on this, most people aren't that bothered about you, and I mean that in a nice way, because they're that focused on themselves and what they want to do, that if you do something, yes, there might be the initial thing, but there might be that initial gossip, that initial talk, but let's be honest, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter to them, and they won't care. It's about you and how you feel. And even if they did care, it's not their life, it's yours. It's more important about how you feel and how you are rather than them, from a mental health point of view as well, because you've got to take care of that. And it's trying to understand that initial ego dent or that confidence dent of quitting is down to you, and it's on you, and it's putting in the work to realise that actually it's not a bad thing. It can be a good thing. It can free up my time. It can make me happier. It can make me feel better. It can give me a purpose and drive, because you could replace that with something that gives you a reason to get up, a reason to do something, a reason to get better. So again, you might be thinking, right, my mates play on the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever in their spare time, I've got to do it as well. And you get to a point where you think 2, 3, 4 hours a day you're on there, and you're like, it's a waste of my time here. I feel like it's a waste of my time. I'm not enjoying it. I feel like my fitness levels are dropped because I'm not going to the gym. Well, you could just quit it. You could just go, right, actually, I'm not going to do it. Or you could just reduce it if you wanted to still do it a bit. And then it gives you that other time back. And that's the big takeaway, is it's the time that you get back and the time that you can then invest in something. So you could be thinking, right, instead of being on the PlayStation, Xbox or whatever it is, or watching telly for 2-3 hours, what I'm going to do in that time, I'm going to spend 45 minutes of that in the gym, or doing some training or a workout or whatever it is. I am going to cook a fresh meal instead of getting a takeaway, because I've got more time that I can replace. So I'm looking after my health and my body and my wellness and all that stuff as well. And I can think, well, I'm going to watch a podcast, I'm going to read something, I'm going to listen to something that's going to help me benefit in the long term. You know, so you're changing what you do with the time by quitting something, by leaving something, and you're replacing it with something that's going to be more beneficial for you. So it's just trying to work on yourself to get rid of that stigma. And this is where YouTube is live and not pre-planned. I'm just going to answer the door and I'll be right back. Cheers, mate. The power, everything happens on it. So we've just had an order come through. So as I was saying, it's just getting rid of that stigma when it comes to quitting, when it comes to thinking, right, okay, I can't do this because it's going to dent my ego. It's going to make me look bad in front of others. And you've just got to think, screw that. You've got to think, right, okay, I am going to just work on myself. I'm going to think, what is better for me? I am going to really start to evaluate the time in my life and the hours that I've got and the days and all that kind of stuff, and think, what is better for me? What is better with my time? And that's where we've just got to try and understand that actual quitting or stopping doing something that we don't enjoy can lead us onto a better path if we choose it to. So I hope you found that video helpful. The video of me talking about quitting and also the delivery of the stuff that came through the door. But yeah, I hope you found that useful. As I say, if you could keep sharing, liking, getting people helping with subscribing and all that kind of stuff, honestly, it makes a massive world of difference. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about, then I happily will do so. Hope that you're having a great week so far. As always, sending my love and best wishes. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. So until then, take care and bye for now.